Hey, listen up, everyone. Be quiet, everyone. Shh. My name is Gab, and I love spilling tea. Something totally awesome is going to happen today. It's going to be the talk of the lands. I love being the one to break the news, big news to people. Hi, Bree. Hi, Ella.
What's the tea, Gab? Are you sure we should be telling everyone this?
You know the tea as well, Ella. What the heck's Bill? Friends.
Well, do you want to hear the news?
Okay. 9 months ago, I delivered some news to Mary, a young woman who lives in a town called Nazareth. Mary's a humble and gentle woman, and she's engaged to a carpenter called Joseph.
Yeah, they They led a pretty ordinary life until you showed up.
I told her that a very special baby would be born. But here's the cool part. She would be the one to give birth to the baby, and that she would be calling him Jesus. I also told her he's going to be on this earth to do the work of God's love. He will be God's son.
How did you take that news?
She was, well, let's just say somewhat surprised, a little frightened, and questioned how this could be possible.
That's a good point. How is that possible?
You know, that's not really our area of expertise.
Yeah, don't question that part. I told her not to be afraid, that everything would be just fine. You know, miracles and all, even though she was frightened by the news.
Well, what did her fiancé say?
Yeah, Ella, what did Joseph say?
I sort of left her to talk to Joseph.
But anyway, today is the day that this baby will be born.
I can't wait to see how this plans out.
Good morning and welcome to First Parish Brewster. I'm Twinks Hastings, the Lifespan Religious Education Director, excited to welcome you to our pageant this morning with our music director Kaiza Fern, our youth, and a host of other talented musicians and actors that will likely include you. Our services are recorded and available on our YouTube channel midweek. On this morning, not only do we welcome the noises, movements, and mirth that little ones bring to our service, we expect some holy chaos this morning and offer our parents and caregivers this moment to know you and your children are held in this loving sanctuary in this week of holiday excitement. A big welcome to people streaming. We are glad you're here. On Christmas Eve, you're invited to the very family-friendly service at 4 p.m., the family-friendly service at 7 p.m., and a more contemplative worship at 9. All are welcome to any service. On December 21st, Zoe Lewis will be here in concert, and that is someone here from Build a Bigger Table? If you want to put your hands up. This is a fundraiser for Build a Bigger Table at 2 p.m. in the sanctuary, and we hope to see you all there. Zoe Lewis is a wonderful musician. Welcome to our pageant Sunday. It is so good to be together.
If you came to this place expecting a tame story, you came to the wrong place.
If you came for a story that does not threaten you, you came for a different story than the one we will tell.
If you came to hear of the birth of a baby who only showed up so that you could have a nice day with your loved ones, then you came for a story we don't tell here.
For even a regular baby is not a tame thing. And the baby in this story grew up to be a beacon of peace whilst being truly radical and a radically inclusive spirit in our world. Jesus certainly didn't do all this work just so you could have dinner.
But if you came because you think that the kind of people who work the third shift, doing stuff you'd rather not do, they might attract an angel's attention before you, snoring comfortably in your bed.
If you came because you think that unwed teenage mothers are some of the strongest people in the world.
If you came because you think there are wise men and women to be found among undocumented travelers from far lands, and that they might be able to show you love.
If you came to hear a story of tyrants trembling while heaven comes to peasants.
If you came because you believe that God loves the animals as much as the people, and so made them the first witnesses to the saving of the world.
If you came for a story of reversals that might end up reversing you.
If you came for a tale of adventure and bravery, where strong and gentle people win and the powerful and violent go down to dust, where the rich lose their money but find their lives, and the poor are raised up like kings.
If you came to hear a story that makes you uncomfortable in your comfort,
If you came for action and not safety, then, oh, my friends, you are in the right place.
this morning I invite Margaret and Josie up to light our chalice. I did see them. Did they just leave? All right, this is perfect. This is how a no rehearsal pageant goes. Maybe I'm going to invite Christine and Neve up to light our chalice. Awesome. Oh, and here's Margaret and Josie. You can all come. We can do this, all four of you. Perfect. You're good. You guys can go ahead. You all can. We light our chalice this morning in celebration of the season and in recognition that every person, from our youngest baby to our eldest elder, is an important and integral part of our beloved community. Thanks, guys. Good standing. This morning we tell the story of the birth of a baby. Why this story? Are we not being hypocritical, Unitarian Universalists with our fondness for secular humanism, who are fond of arguing the validity of Christmas? Is it a Christian holiday, a pagan holiday, a secular holiday? Even outside my UU circles, there is much apathy and discussion about Christmas and what it means. But one of the greatest things about the Christmas story is that it is a sturdy holiday. Christmas doesn't wimp out when times are hard. It comes anyway, even if there are hardly any presents, even when there isn't much food to make a feast with, even if you're sad, even if the world around you is at war, even if you're living in fear and danger and oppression, Christmas still comes. And when it comes, Christmas is subversive. Christmas, with its story of an unwed mother and a doubtful father, with its legend of a helpless baby born in a stable, who was worshipped by some of the wisest, richest men in the world, with its tale of the child pursued by the deadly wrath of kings, who escaped as a refugee to a foreign land far from home. Christmas, with its ancient, enduring summons of peace on earth, goodwill to all people everywhere. You can't stop a day like that with a little hardship or greed or injustice. It will show up anyway, shining the light of a midnight star into the darkest places of our collective lives. Do not underestimate the power of this manger and the hope it holds. The Christmas song of angels is not as innocent as it sounds. It has turned the world upside down before now, and it still can. Let's start our morning by singing together. You should all have a red Christmas carols book. And if we're going to turn to page 65 and sing Christmas Time is Here. Page 65.
Let's rise in body or spirit.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. All right, who's ready for a pageant? So, as many of you know, our tradition here is to have a no rehearsal pageant. But I want to let you in on a little secret. Usually, some of the people have a little rehearsal before time. But this year, we had some people get sick this weekend. So Chuck found out he was narrating last night. Liz found out she was the innkeeper about midnight last night. So this is a true no rehearsal pageant, and we are going to roll with it. The Christmas story is rooted in old tales of the winter solstice. In ancient times in Europe, when the solstice came, our distant ancestors sometimes told stories of a miraculous child born to return us to the light. Throughout the world, people tell stories of a child born to a royal family or to an important and rich family who would grow up to lead humankind into a time of truth and justice. The early Christians adapted these stories of miraculous births, but they added a twist to these old stories. Their miraculous child was not the son of a king, but was merely the son of a carpenter. He was not the son of a wealthy queen, but was instead the son of an unwed teenager. And that Christian story has been told and retold innumerable times since those early Christians first began telling it 18 or 1900 years ago. As we begin this tale, it seems only right that we should welcome the night sky and celebrate the wonder and mystery of this season. So this is kind of how an unrehearsed pageant goes. We will ask for volunteers to play the different parts, and then you're going to head back to this corner where our fabulous team, Marsha and Deborah and Deb and Dave and Jacob, are all going to help you get dressed. And then Deb and Susan are going to help direct you where to go. So we're going to start looking for 6 volunteers who want to be the night sky as we chant our solstice chant. Do we have 6 volunteers? Diana's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more. Brave souls. Awesome. Susan, 5. 1 more. Do we have 1 more? Awesome. Kristen, thank you.
I find my...
You what? Yeah.
I find my way through the cloak of darkness. Silently I go within. I find my way through the cloak of darkness, trusting dawn will come again. Darkness, come to me, into mystery. Darkness, come to me. Darkness, blessed be.
Thank you, night sky. We begin our story in the little town of Bethlehem, and that means we're going to need some villagers, and that means all of you. Yep, the entire congregation, you are going to be the people of Bethlehem. For all of our villagers, every time you hear myself or Chuck say the words, "It's so bright," you all say, "What's up with that?" Okay, so let's practice. So myself or Chuck might say something like, "I've never seen a star like that. It's so bright." What's up with that? You are so good. This is going to go so well. All right. So one evening in Bethlehem, 2 villagers were coming home from work. They were sore and tired from working in the fields all day. But they stopped in the middle of the street and looked up at the sky.
You know, I'm getting a little annoyed with this whole star thing. I mean, where did it come from anyway?
I know what you mean, Chuck, and I can't get away from it. It keeps me awake all night because it's so bright.
Good question. What is up with that? What is up with a star that just appears out of nowhere?
Perhaps it's a sign, an omen of some kind. Perhaps something very, very good or something very, very bad is going to happen. Because, it's so bright.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole omen thing. I'm more, science-based.
Sure, but the evidence suggests that such a star is likely to bring many things to our little village. People will come here to gaze upon it, to learn about it, because you can't ignore the fact that it's so bright.
Good question. I have a feeling we'll find out. This is a story that's still unfolding.
Indeed, it is. Good job, everyone. You are doing so well. Before we sing, O Come All Ye Faithful, we are going to need two folks. One to be Mary. Do we have a Mary somewhere? This is like the star roll, friends. Anyone? Mary? Any big Marys? Awesome. We have a Mary at the back. And would someone like to be Joseph? Joseph? Anyone? These are like the prime roles, my friend. You want to be in this play? Awesome. Thanks, Alex. And then we need someone to be the famous donkey. Do we have a donkey? Awesome. Go back to Deborah, and they will get you your costumes. All right, we are going to rise in spirit again, and it's going to be on page 37, O Come All Ye Faithful. Awesome. So while folks in Bethlehem were pursuing the sky and wondering what's up with that, there were two people who had just arrived in town, Joseph and Mary. They had to go to Bethlehem because of a nasty new tax law, even though Mary was very, very close to having her baby, and they traveled almost 100 miles.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, Twinks! That's it? Because of a nasty new tax law? We went through this last year. You can't leave Caesar Augustus out of the pageant.
Every year, John, every year. Do you know the lines?
No, but I have the script in front of me.
Should I do my part?
Yeah, do your part.
All right. In those days, long, long ago, a decree went out from the emperor, Caesar Augustus, saying,
I decree that all people should register and pay taxes to me.
Thank you, Caesar. You are the clear villain of this tale.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wrote another line for myself. Not only should they pay taxes to me, it's because I need money for the army to protect the realm. I'm going to protect you women whether you like it or not. You did promise chaos, Twinks.
Thank you, Caesar. I did say no rehearsal. All right, where are we? Mary and Joseph, yes. They're heading to Bethlehem with the help of their friendly donkey. Here they come. When they got to Bethlehem, they found that all the inns and hotels and Airbnbs were full, or they cost too much. Finally, one innkeeper told them they could stay in the stables with the animals. And in that stable, there was a cow, a duck, a horse, and other random animals. So, we need a cow. Who would like to be the cow? Benji, awesome. We need a duck and a duckling. Perfect. Duck and a duckling. And we need a horse. Who wants to be the horse? Excellent. And then we need like 4 other random animals. Oh, we have a reindeer. And we have another random animal. What about anyone else here? A couple of more animals? Anyone? Awesome, thanks. We need just like 2 more animals. They're kind of important to the story. Diane, wonderful. Perfect. Yeah, you want to be an animal, Neve? Great. All right. Whilst our animals are getting ready, we're going to practice some holy noise. What sound do you think the cows are going to make? Nice. And what sound are the ducks going to make? Perfect. And what about the horses? And what sounds are the random animals going to make? You are a multi-talented congregation, I'll tell you. All right, so for this scene, Chuck and I are going to be joined by a very special guest star, Violet, our animal translator. Yeah. Y'all might not know Violet, but Violet is the world's first teenage internationally recognized animal translator. Yeah. This is her first year helping us out with our animals because our previous internationally famous animal translator, Laura, is currently on a worldwide search for First Parish Brewster's next best minister. So Violet will translate all the words that the animals say to each other for us, because, of course, Mary and Joseph can't understand them. So every time I say, but all Mary and Joseph heard, you are all going to make your animal sounds. So let's practice. I'll say something like, the animals just kept talking and talking to each other, but all Mary and Joseph heard was... Nice. Very good. So a cow, a duck, a horse, and other random animals were hanging out in the stable late one night when all of a sudden the door opened and a man, a pregnant woman, and their donkey came inside and started to make themselves at home. Let's wait till our animals come down. Awesome. These are some great looking animals. Make yourself at home. I love it. Very good. All right, Violet, you're going to translate all of what these animals are saying to us?
We heard a little moo. He said, "Who let them in here? They don't belong in a stable." Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, they should be in the inn with the other human types. Nay! Oh. I mean, what were they thinking?
But all Mary and Joseph heard was every...
Good.
You'd think they just stay home at a time like this. Or our duck over here? Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, or plan ahead a little so that they have a place waiting for them. Nay! And maybe even saved up some money ahead of time.
But all Mary and Joseph heard was...
It was just bad planning on their part. Yeah, typical human mistake. Nay! I wish they'd go back to where they belong.
But all Mary and Joseph heard was...
Finally, the tired old donkey lifted his head. Tired old donkey, awesome. He looked at the cow, the duck, and the horse, and the other animals, and said, "Hee-haw, why don't you try it? You try riding 90 miles on the back of an old swayback donkey like me when you're so pregnant you can't even see your feet. You try being an expectant dad, worried about the woman you love and the child she carries. You try being me, watching every step I take so I don't jostle this woman who's just trying to get here safely because of Caesar. You try it." And the cow, the duck, and the horse, and the other animals felt very, very bad. And they all cried out, What did they say, Violet?
Moo. The cow says, "I'm so sorry, I'll offer them some of my milk." The duck, "I'm sorry, I'll lay them an egg." "I'm sorry, I'll take them wherever they need to go."
But all Mary and Joseph heard was...
Nice job, everybody. So now, as Mary and Joseph settle into their stable, we are going to need some shepherds and sheep. So can we have some shepherd volunteers? Oh, good. We have a shepherd, shepherd, shepherd. And we need 4 sheep. Oh, awesome. There's the sheep. Do we have another couple of sheep? Awesome. 1, 2 more sheep. Oh, over here. Perfect. Great. Whilst our shepherds are getting ready, we are going to sing hymn number 1051 from the Teal Hymnal. So you should have a blue Teal Hymnal in front of you.
1051.
1051.
Please rise in body or spirit.
Thank you.
For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe of who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe of who we are. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are
right, what a great song to welcome the baby who was born. And we have our very own newest baby. Demi is going to come and be Jesus for us. This chair is right for you here. Perfect. Let your mama sit here. We have Jesus and Jesus' sister, which is awesome. Now, the first sound that most babies make is a really loud cry, but not this baby. This baby looks around and sees his mom and dad for the first time. Then he looks over their heads and sees a cow with big brown eyes, and a horse with a really long nose, and a donkey with big tall ears. Sitting between the donkey's ears is a duck. So the first sound out of the baby Jesus isn't a cry, it's a big laugh. So every time you hear the innkeeper say, "What was that noise?" you're all going to laugh to help Demi out, okay? So let's practice. Gee, I was just sleeping nice and quiet and suddenly I heard something. What was that noise? Excellent. You're so good at this. All right, and to play our innkeeper, we have our special guest star, Liz. Come on up. Oh, and Liz has an apprentice innkeeper, Elliot. Perfect. For those that don't know, Liz and Elliot are internationally recognized 5-star innkeeper extraordinaires. So let's just catch up on what's going on. The innkeeper who told Mary and Joseph that they'd have to sleep in the barn is tossing and turning in her bed.
I can't imagine why I can't sleep, but I just can't sleep tonight. For one thing, those animals are making a heck of a lot of noise, but just when I finally got to sleep, I thought I heard something. Now, what was that noise? There it is again.
So the innkeeper woke up her partner, who could sleep through just about anything, and asked,
Did you hear something, honey? I'm sure I heard something. What was that noise?
But the innkeeper's partner just rolled over and went back to sleep. So she went outside to see what she could find. But the streets were empty and silent. Still, she knew there was something out there, and she wondered aloud,
What was that noise? There it is again. It sounds like it's coming from the stables. Let's go check it out, apprentice.
So the innkeeper went across the courtyard and through the stable door, and there were Mary and Joseph, who had been kicked out of the inn that afternoon. And the innkeeper said to them,
I'm sorry I made you sleep in the stable. I'm so sorry that I'm barging in on you like this, but I just have to know, what was that noise? Oh my gosh, it's your baby?
And the innkeeper realized that it was the newborn baby who had been laughing all along. And suddenly, the innkeeper was full of love for this vulnerable little child, and full of hope, too. The innkeeper said to Joseph and Mary,
I'm going to go tell everyone that you have the most wonderful baby with the best hair and the most wonderful laugh that there ever was.
And the innkeeper ran out onto the streets of Bethlehem to tell everyone the good news. Now, before we sing our next hymn, we're going to need a bunch of angels. So do we have some angel volunteers? I see some very angelic people over here. Perfect. We need like a host of angels, so a few more. We need 5. We have 2. 3 more angels. I feel like I'm at an auction. Awesome. Roseanne, 2 more. Who wants to be an angel? If you nominate your brother, that means you have to do it. 2 more angels. I know we have 2 more. Perfect. Thank you, Kristen. Awesome. Thank you, Tia. Excellent. So we are going to now sing from the Red Book, Go Tell It on the Mountain. We're going to help our innkeeper tell everyone about the birth of this baby. Page 15 in the Red Book, Go Tell It on the Mountain. And let's rise in body or spirit. Wonderful, everybody. So now we're out in the fields with the shepherds, and they are in for a big surprise because there is a whole host of angels heading their way. Now, sometimes angels talk to us and we don't even know it. If we're lucky, we might hear something like, Kaisa, will you sing a heavenly angel note? Thank you. So every time you hear me say, then the angel said, you are going to do what Kaisa just did there. So let's practice. I'll say something like, the shepherds didn't know what to do, so they said to the angels, hey, what should we do? And the angel said, excellent. All right, shortly we're going to need a star. Who would like to be the star? This is a great role. Do we have a star? Oh, you want to be the star? Oh, you're going to be Jesus' sister. That's okay. We need a star. Yeah, perfect. So here's the deal. So shepherds, you're going to act along here. There are 3 shepherds out watching their sheep. 2 of them are fast asleep, but one is staring at the bright star in the sky. Then the shepherd who's awake starts to notice that there's some new stars shining along the bright star. I can't see the shepherds. Are they doing good acting? Then there are lots of new stars. Then the stars start getting bigger and bigger, and the shepherd realizes these aren't stars, but all the angels flying towards them, getting closer and closer. The shepherd wakes up the other 2 shepherds and points up to the sky, and all 3 of them fall to their knees as they look up at a whole host of angels hovering in the air. And the angels said,
What'd they say?
I don't know. I couldn't understand a word.
Sorry, I just got some news that a tooth came out. They said we have to go to Bethlehem.
That is a lot that happened in the last minute. Someone lost their first tooth. That's pretty awesome.
Hang on to that.
Wait, innkeeper, you speak angel?
Yeah, it's just like something I picked up.
Why didn't you tell us this?
I don't know, it just didn't seem pertinent.
And the angel said, what did he say this time?
Well,
Yeah, come on, what's the deal?
well, loosely translated, something like, "Do not be afraid, for I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign for you, and you will find a child wrapped in bands of cloth and lying in a manger."
They said all that?
Yeah, it's a very efficient language.
Oh,
Wait, there's more.
well,
Now what?
They said, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace, goodwill among people." Come on, let's go to Bethlehem and see what it's all about.
so they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in the manger. And the angels smiled down upon them and said, ooh. All right, good job, everybody. Good job, shepherds and angels. We're going to need 3 wise guys. I know you've all been holding, there's definitely 3 wise guys over here. No? Do we have 3 wise guys? It's like the best part. This was always my favorite part as a kid. Well, Caesar, maybe you're going to have to be a wise guy since you made your perfect. There's number 2. One more wise guy. Excellent. That is a good collective of wise guys. And then if you have a crown on your pew, you're Herod. Do we have Herod? Oh, perfect. So we're going to sing the angel song whilst our wise guys get dressed. And that's page 18, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Feel free to rock out, sing loud. The angels are harking us. If you want to rise in body or spirit. So there's one more part to this story, the wise guys.
I don't speak wise guy.
Well, I think that's okay. I don't think we'll need a translator. There's plenty of wise guys here if we run into trouble. You see, they saw the very bright star in the sky too.
Doing? What were they doing out at night? Do they have sheep to look after? Wow, that is so bright.
Nice. Well, no, they don't have sheep. Let me tell you the story. They were out and they had heard a prophecy.
A prophecy?
Like in Harry Potter. What? Where's this story going, Twinks?
I can't wait for this.
Friends, come on. You know the wise guys are my favorite part. Do you see their cloaks? So they heard that a new baby had been born that would fill the world with love and peace and become king of the Jews. So they set out on a journey to find the special baby and bring gifts. First, they stopped off at King Herod's palace. A reasonable guess as to where an important baby might be found. But that was a bad call. Herod was not that thrilled at the idea of another king, but told them to come back when they knew where he was.
It's almost like we need a villainous laugh track.
Mwahahaha. I thought you said they were wise guys.
Yeah, wasn't their best moment. While the wise guys continue their journey, let's get everyone up here with us. All of the angels and shepherds. Oh, we are all already up. Awesome. And as our wise guys keep wandering the world, we're going to sing We Three Kings and collect the gifts that we share each week with our community. This is going to be a multitasking experience, but I believe in you all. Each week we have the practice of splitting our offertory plate. Half of what is collected goes to the work of First Parish, and the other half goes to a worthy organization. Today's split plate is with the Baby Centre of Cape Cod. The Baby Centre is an incredible organization that provides diapers, wipes, sanitary products, clothing, everything that new moms and babies on the Cape would need. So we are going to do our offertory as normal. There are several ways you can give today. You can text to give, although you don't have an order of service, so we don't have the number. So you can donate on our website. You can make a check out to First Parish UU. However you choose to give today, thank you for your generosity. And at the same time, if people brought gifts for the babies at the Baby Centre, you can bring them forward and leave them right by baby Jesus. Kind of here on the stage. We'll just make a pile. Everyone good? All right, let's sing We Three Kings. It's page 54 in the red book. And let's rise and body our spirit.
We
All right, how are we all doing? Does anyone need a wiggle break down here? Shall we all just stand up and look for the star and the wise men to come? Everyone can stand up and get some wiggles out. Perfect, perfect. We're going to be here. All right, good job. Finally, the wise guys arrived in Bethlehem following the star. They came across the baby, mother, father, shepherds, angels, a cow, a duck, a horse, an internationally recognized animal translator, and a 5-star Yelp-reviewed innkeeper, and other animals looking down upon the miracle that is a baby, any baby. When they arrived, they presented the baby with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Some of the other more practical villagers brought food, blankets, casseroles, Desitin diapers, babysitting gift cards.
And so everyone came together on the streets of Bethlehem, gathering in a big crowd in front of the stable. Some of the townspeople looked up at the star and said again, "It's so bright." What's up with that? And the animals inside the stable were talking a mile a minute about the new baby and its beautiful laugh. But all Mary and Joseph heard was... And the shepherds were there too, with a host of angels hovering over them. And the angels said...
And the newborn babe looked up at all the people and the animals and angels all gathered together on that cold night and made a quiet little sound. And the innkeeper leaned forward, and even though he knew the answer, he whispered with a heart full of love, "What was that noise?" Amen. What a happy ending. So we are going to rise one more time, and we're going to sing Joy to the World with some enthusiasm, because our baby is here, everyone is gathered, and you can find it at page 30 in this red book, Joy to the World. And if you all in the stables want to stand up, you can too. You can be seated. Every every time we tell the story of Christmas, we are reminded that it's not just a story of a baby born in a stable. It's a call to action, a call to go out into the world and work for liberation, justice, and peace. Look around you. We, you and I, are the ones responsible for making sure this world is a better place for every baby born into it. We are the ones who must create a world where they can grow up in a community of love, where they can thrive, and most importantly, where they can be their true whole selves. This is the deep lesson of the Christmas story, that we must nurture each life and protect each light. Just as that baby was born to bring hope and love, so too are we, all born with a light within us, a light that is miraculous, precious, and meant to be shared. No matter what paths we have walked, or what stories we carry in our hearts, here we are, together in this moment. Life is a wonder, and our lives are a gift. The invitation this morning, and every day, and every night, is to shine your light. Let it spread, let it grow, and let it transform this world. I get the privilege to work with these children and youth every week, and I know we have some world changers right here in our stable. Yeah, we do. You are the light, I am the light, we are the light, and together we are the hope of the world. Amen, blessed be, and happy holy days. And just before we end with our Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer dance party in the stable, can we give a round of applause to our narrator, Chuck? Thank you. Our internationally recognized animal translator, Violet. Our innkeeper and innkeeper apprentice who lost his first tooth. He's been working on that for a while. And all of our other actors and actresses who were quite wonderful. And of course, Caesar and Herod are kings. And a really large round of applause to Marcia and Deb and Deborah and Susan and Dave and who did I forget? Jacob. Yay! Thank you. All right, animals, shepherds, angels, friends, are you ready for a stable dance party? All right, let's all stand up and we're going to end our service with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I forgot to thank our baby Jesus, Demi. Thank you, Jesus. Go now in peace, blessed be. And if you would like to return your costumes to the back corner, that would be great.